I'm A.
And I'm B.
This is AV Unfiltered.
Ask the Aunties.
Let's get going.
Am I the a-hole for changing my name after my divorce? Posting on a throwaway because my ex-husband's family knows my main account. Posting on a throwaway?
Yeah,
What's that mean?
that means that she made a new account under this name because she has another account that her in-laws former in-laws are familiar with. So she doesn't want them to know that she's talking about them.
Oh, She's on the down low talking to us right here.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for
You're welcome.
bringing me up to date.
Yeah.
Perhaps some of you are being updated. Probably not. It's just me. It's all right. A throwaway.
Yes.
Okay, I'm up to date now.
Yeah.
Names have been changed for privacy. I, 30-year-old female, had been married to my husband, 33-year-old male, who we will call Jake, for 10 years. We dated for 5 years prior to that. So 15 years altogether. We met at a comic book convention and we were both into trading card games, video games, and all things nerdy. I thought our marriage was great until I learned it wasn't.
Ooh, sad thing.
Our divorce was finalized at the beginning of this year because I found out that he had been cheating on me with an 18-year-old at his job for about 6 months.
You dumped the pedophile. Very good on you. Good on you.
But was she 18 when it started? I mean, this is just horrid. So
She's still 18, so I'm sorry.
Horrible.
30, was it 30 or 33?
yes.
That's predator.
That's when they're now 33. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no.
that's predator activity. That's
yeah.
predator activity, yeah.
And they were, his job probably, I don't know if he has to, anyway. Ugh! Okay, collecting myself. When I confronted him, I told him I wanted a divorce. He fought it. He cried, he
Always
pleaded,
do.
he begged for therapy. I said no.
Good on you, girl. Good on you.
1, cheating is automatic grounds for ending the relationship for me, for her, and for me too. Once that trust is broken, there is no getting it back. Some couples do.
Right.
It's
but-
an old school thing.
Yeah, but they don't have any kids or anything, so make a clean break and because really
No.
that trust is gone.
It's old school.
Mhm.
It's old school. Back in the day, everybody said people will cheat. Men will cheat, women will cheat, and they just stayed with that person because that was their person. And they
No.
turned a blind eye.
Because it was
and they-
financially necessary.
No, I think developmentally, women wanted to be with the men, and developmentally, men didn't feel it was necessary to think the way they think now, which is upgrade. And they just decided they would stay with the woman. Most older couples you talk to, my age, our age, well, I'm older than her.
Not by very much. Not by very much. So.
That's why sometimes I say,
And I still look
our.
like I'm her babysitter, so
I disagree. Okay, yeah, but still, I know lots of couples who have gone through lots of infidelities and they stayed together, not because of finance,
Really?
because that was their person, and they learned how to forgive them. They had the period of the difficult times, but they got through it, and they became older together, and were pleased they made that decision.
That has never been my experience, so I'm
Okay.
glad you have that.
Yeah,
that
there
to
are
share.
people
Yeah.
who just
Okay.
know it happens, and then there are women and who just decide, okay, I'm gonna have an affair. I've held back all this time, so I will, whether he finds out or not, and they feel good about themselves in the relationship because they're staying with their person.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I guess they call that an open marriage now.
No, that's not an open marriage. These are people who have affairs.
Yeah.
An open marriage is we agree that we can sleep with people, and that's not what these couples do.
Okay.
They're upfront and to one another faithful.
Was this in Detroit, or where is this that you?
I know I've met a couple here in LA.
Okay, I have,
In- in
this
my-
has never been my experience.
In my age range.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
good to know.
Yeah, they just take it, you know. But it's usually when it's not flagrant and it's not thrown in their face, and,
Mhm.
and the men are remorseful and they do want therapy. And these are people who are churchgoers who, you know, want to do the right thing.
Oh, okay, all right,
You know.
all right,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. Okay, so automatically cheating grounds for ending a relationship for me. I've always held the stance that for me, once that trust is broken, there is no getting it back. And two, he's a man in his 30s messing around with an 18-year-old. Our brains aren't even fully developed at that age, and it's just gross for me.
Yeah, so puts me back on my predator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we divorced. I made the decision to change my name after the divorce, which is a pain in the rear. It is, because I don't want to be connected with him even by name. I heard through the grapevine he was going through depression during and after the divorce, but that's not on me to fix.
I love her attitude, yes.
That's how it is with me with my children's ex. We have a small relationship, but many of my friends who knew us together say, so how's he doing? What's he doing? I'm like, I don't have no clue. You let them have their lives.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why we still get along.
Yeah.
I hope he gets help, but other than that, I wash my hands of him. He found out about the name change from someone in our friend group and broke down.
Wow. I mean, this
Of all things
is
to make him break down.
this is a control issue to me. To me, that seems like a huge control issue. You know, he's like creeping on an 18-year-old, and now he's upset that his ex-wife changed her name back to hers.
And then he drove to her apartment. Ooh, don't you hate that? I love it in the movies.
Do not mess with my but don't mess with my sleep.
He drove to my apartment at 2 a.m. screaming, crying that I just erased what we are to each other.
Stella!
Sir, we are nothing to each other now. The police were called by a neighbor because he was Stella! Stella! Because he was being loud and apparently he had been drinking prior to driving to my apartment. So he got a drunk driving charge on top of disorderly conduct and striking an officer of the law. He landed the punch.
Ooh, stupid decisions, difficult consequences, dude.
He just wanted her to know, I fight for you to have my name. I go to jail for you, baby.
Yes, where was all this devotion when you were, cheating with the child?
Oh my God.
But he's got friends and family that want to help him out and plead his case. Tell us about it.
And where is this 18-year-old right about now? Gone. Now, I'm getting texts from his friends and family that I shouldn't have changed my name because I knew he was in a depressive state and my actions pushed him over the edge. Family, stay out of folks' business. It is not your place to tell a former in-law how to run her life.
Yes, or even when she's in your family, it's not your place to tell her how to run her life. Or his
Absolutely.
life,
Or his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bible says leave and cleave. You leave the parents, meaning you leave your family, and you cleave to your mate. And when that's over, that's no longer part of your guys' family anyway.
Yeah.
If you guys were friends, you should understand and ask her what she's going through. Because no one is concerned about her state of mind at all.
At all.
And if he's so depressed, then you take him on a trip to Hawaii.
Or you take him to the nearest hospital for a 72-hour hold. That's the way the good Lord intended it.
Yes. Okay. Okay, in a depressive state and my actions pushed him over the edge. I've blocked their numbers. Bravo! Bravo! They didn't have blocking back in the day. And blocking really doesn't work if you know where somebody lives.
Well, yes, that's why they have these things called restraining orders.
Yes, I've blocked their numbers and new ones popped up with the same rhetoric, and it's my fault, and I should have tried to work things out with him or gotten him help.
So, am I the a-hole? No,
Wait,
absolutely not.
wait, is she considering that maybe she shouldn't have changed her name and tried to
Because
have been more sensitive?
they've been browbeating her. They've been browbeating her
Mm.
that she shouldn't have changed her name. But this again, this is an independent woman, and she can make choices.
Absolutely.
And when I got married, I did not change my name.
Correct.
I was never planning on it because I really, really like my name.
And she's a public figure, a journalist, and she's known by her name.
Well, I wish I were more of a public figure, but
And
anyway.
she shall be. Make her more of a public figure.
Yes, please. Anyway, I love my name. My parents gave me a really good name, and even people have asked me, did I make it up? And no, my mom did this. My parents did this, and so I told my husband I'm not going to change my name, and so in his first marriage, the wife did change her name, and that did not lead to a successful marriage ultimately, which yay for me. So changing name doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't.
Actually, name changes go back to the days when a woman was the property of her father, and then the whole walking down the aisle thing, and they say, who giveth this woman? I do. That's because it was bought and paid for. Somehow it was a business transaction. So you went from being your father's property to the property of your husband.
Yes.
And that's
with the dowry.
with the dowry, yes. And so that's why coverture was an issue, was a problem, or the law in this country right until the 1950s. Like, a women had no rights. You couldn't get a bank account. You couldn't get a credit card. You couldn't get a mortgage. You couldn't get a loan. I mean, so
we had to fight to vote.
Yes.
And they're trying to take away our vote
Oh,
now.
damn, I'm so mad about that, which is why I'm taking this moment to tell you to please call your senators to tell them to vote against. It's called the Save America Act, or sometimes it's called the SAVE Act. It's going to put a huge burden on women who have changed their names at marriage to be able to vote. And this is going to affect mostly women in red states.
Yes, and what you'll be required to do is to show your proof of birth at the voting polls. If you have a driver's license that has a newer name and you can't produce your birth certificate to show that name, then you won't be able to vote.
Yeah.
And they're causing all of these problems to be able to sway
Yeah.
the vote.
To hurt women, because women vote for different policies than men vote for. And this woman, not the a-hole, and she did mention in the update that she was going to be going back to her home country, and that the name she had chosen for her last name was actually her mother's first name. So I thought that was a great tribute to her mom. And
Excellent.
matrilineal all the way, all the way.
Yes.
We women have to really, really take care of each other and look out for each other. So I love that. That really touched my heart.
Yeah.
That really, I mean, not every woman is going to make the decision that I made not to change her name. And I respect that, but I just want everybody to know that the risks out there are really, really...
Stakes are high,
Stakes
ladies.
are high.
Be mindful, know what's going on, and don't let any guy make you think, oh, it's okay. You and I always voted the same anyway. You want to always be able to have your own opinion.
Yes, and you're right to have a say in things. And that's why voting is private, because even if your significant other wants you to vote a certain way, once you get into that voting booth, you can do whatever you want.
And women have been doing that for centuries.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we couldn't vote for centuries.
Yeah,
well,
but
we had almost a century.
We've been having to work in the shadows to get our way.
Yes.
And it's not fair. We should just be able to be straightforward with what we want. Anyway,
she's not the a-hole, but I kept my children's father's name, primarily because I didn't want to have issues. He's from West Africa, and if we ever traveled, I wanted my young children to be able to be connected with me, and so we have the same name. Now, should I marry again, we'll see.
She's got a great maiden name to go back to.
It's good. I gave it to my son. I
Yeah.
gave it to him as his first name. I love my new last name from marriage. It really flows well with my name.
Yes, it does.
But
And it's
I do
unusual.
plan to marry again.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna do a hyphenation because I am known from this as a producer and filmmaker. It's a name that's known, and I have a lot of branding with it. So
Not the a-hole. And just so you know, ladies, make this, this is a scary time for us right now. So claim your name and make sure you vote in November.
yes, and she's V.
No, I'm not. I'm A.